Yep.
That powers up his 10th Street Hooligan.
Yep, absolutely. So the sideboard's the same, normal. The 4 Tormod's Crypt, 2 Crows and Grips, 1 Red Elemental Blast, 2 Pyroblasts, 3 Pyrokinesis, and 3 Angels. Not 2, 3 Angels of Despair.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces of tech. Basically, it's for a show and tell matchup, which is basically otherwise unwinnable.
Yeah.
If you Angel of Despair, whatever they show and tell into play, you have a 5/5, and they do not get their big cheaty card.
It is very possible that if Arvin works his way to the finals and the Omnitel deck works its way to the finals, you could see the possibility of that 3 Angels of Despair coming in for him. All right, they're shuffling up here. I don't know if did they get the signal to go. Okay, they do have the signal to go. As you know here, we are the quarterfinals of the Legacy Open Series, Star City Open Series in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Robert Norton, joined in the booth by Adam Prozac. We've gone through 8 rounds.
We have 8 rounds of Swiss, and now we are in a top 8 playoff.
Yes.
That's our quarterfinals. I see Jeff had quite a few of these tournaments. I know he's a pretty solid player, and if Arvin Uppal is as good of a player as he is a teacher of Magic, based on his son's skill, I think this will be a highly competitive match.
Okay, it looks like he has 3 lands in his hand.
Yeah.
Matron,
Ringleader, Sting Scourger, and the leftmost card on his hand, which is a fourth land.
Ooh, he's got a lot of land.
He's got a lot of land. He does not have any cheaty cards like Aether Vial or Goblin Matron, Aether Vial or Goblin Lackey.
Okay.
However, he does have the ability to play a much longer. His hand is very much set up for the long game.
First turn, Misty Rainforest by Jeff, cracking it for a Volcanic Island. And we did not get to see Jeff's hand. Could be end of turn Brainstorm from Jeff. We'll see here in a minute.
And as the virtue of being the 4 seed versus Arvin's 5 seed, Jeff was able to choose without having to be lucky and win a die roll. Jeff's deck, pretty standard rug deck. Basically what you're looking at is 2 Forked Bolts and a Dismember, in addition to standard. He has Stifle, Daze, and Spell Pierce.
Now I understand that okay, he brought in Delver's Secrets. The Wasteland's going to hit. Passes back. It will flip Stifle. Very good card for Jeff to get. Stifle against the Goblin, the ability of Goblins, very good. He will swing it for 3. Put Arvin at 17.
Yeah, so a very ideal start for Jeff. Let's just say it is not easy for Arvin to beat this Insectile Aberration. However, he has one of the best cards in his deck to do that, and Sting Scourger.
Yep.
To delay it quite a bit. Not only does he have to recast it, but it has to reflip as well.
Okay, that would be Scalding Tarn in for another land.
Yeah, and I believe there's going to be a Ponder from Jeff. And if, assuming Arvin doesn't draw something he wants to play, he should play his fetch land. I believe Arvin has an Arid Mesa in hand, and just get a basic mountain immediately. To play around the Stifle, help develop his mana base. But I believe Jeff has a second Delver of Secrets. That's pretty damaging for him. So ooh, that's a draw. So hopefully Arvin will play his Arid Mesa to play around Play around the Stifle.
Yeah, Arid. Okay.
No, he's going Wasteland on that second land.
Oh, and it flips Spell Pierce, another great card for him with low mana.
The bright side to this is that Jeff does not have a land. He may not need one, however.
Swinging at 6 a turn puts him on a 3-turn clock here.
Yep.
Okay, there's the land, and out will come the Aether Vial.
And Jeff should absolutely force the Willis.
Yeah, he's got He's got the ability of multiple blue cards along with that to get rid of. Okay.
The only reason for not is because you think you can kill him before Aether Vial ticks up to a relevant number, but that's not. Yeah, that's not always true. There's
a Misty Rainforest that'll help solve that land issue. Now he'll be able to stifle the Arid Mesa if Arvin chooses to play it. He's just going to scoop.
Concedes. Basically, what would happen? Arvin would play his Stink Scourger. The trigger would get stifled. Now that Jeff drew a land. And Arvin would take lethal from the Delvers next turn.
Okay, well...
And Arvin saw that, and now they can you see each player consulting these other lists, and you go to the sideboard, and you see quite a whopping sideboard for Jeff.
Wait, before we do that, we have a trivia question.
Oh, that we do.
For 3 months.
3 months.
Of SCG Premium.
You tweet to...
SCGINDY.
It's coming. It's coming.
SCG Premium.
Yeah,
which should be somewhere right there. SCG Premium.
You did it.
Yes.
SCG Premium. Hashtag.
If you want,
get your Twitter on.
You want 3 free months of premium. The trivia question is: what deck in Standard had 2 decks in the top 8 that one of its feature cards was Thundermaw Hellkite?
Oh, 2 decks with that feature.
2 decks, top 8. Both of them got plenty of coverage.
We should specify there are 2 copies, not exactly 2 copies. In the top 8.
Yeah.
So
if you were watching the Standard coverage this weekend and watched the quarterfinals, you would have saw both these decks play, and unfortunately lose. But Thundermaw Hellkite in that deck was an absolute tech. It was on our list for top 5 cards of the weekend. And if you can do that, hashtag SCG Premium, and you can be on your way to winning 3 free months
of premium. And you have until the end of this match.
Yes.
So get your answers in. So yeah, now that you see the sideboards for each respective play, you will see that Jeff has quite the list of cards. He not only has 2 Mind Harness. If we 2 Mind Harness is basically a 1-mana control magic for Jeff. He also has 2 Rough and Tumble. So without trying too hard, maybe not have only the Rough Tumbles are specifically for this matchup. Jeff has quite the selection of cards damaging against Dr. Uppal's Goblins.
Yeah, but right now you almost don't want to. I mean, if you're Dr. Uppal, we talked about this before. The basis of his deck is the fact that he has his creatures. If he's taking out too many cards to weaken the quality of his deck, it's going to hurt him in the long run.
There are a couple cards that he can shave. His 10th Street Hooligan does not do anything. His Goblin Sharpshooter is not that exceptional. So he has a couple cards to bring in. He can either bring in a couple Red Blasts if he wants to, another way to interact with the Delver Secrets, or he can bring in Pyrokinesis for the same effect. I'd lean towards just taking out a couple of his tutor targets in his main deck that are not that exceptional, and just replacing it, upgrade him to Red Blast, and that's all I would do. Very light sideboarding. Goblins is definitely a type of deck that does not sideboard a ton of cards. But yeah, so even up a game, I definitely like looking at the list. I definitely like Jeff in both of these sideboarded games, and so Arvin's got quite the uphill battle. Yeah, both Mind Harness and Rough and Tumble. If we could get Mind Harness up on screen when we're done sideboarding, that's quite an excellent card. It's one of the quirky legacy tech cards. Rough Tumble over Pyroclasm, another one of the weird cards. Rough and Tumble. We're playing it for the rough half. Basically, Rough deals 2 damage to each non-flying creature. So it's a board wipe, except for Delver of Secrets. It does not kill your own Delver of Secrets. So generally, Rough does not kill any creature in Jeff's deck, but all the creatures in Arvin's deck. So that's a tough one to beat.
So we think Arvin is in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, yeah.
He has to come out of the lock early. Now, last time he did keep the 4-land hand, and it obviously did not pay off for him. This time maybe he will go, okay, here we go. Mind Harness. Play only on a red or green creature. Cumulative upkeep of 1. Gain control of enchanted creature for a blue. So...
yeah, if you like 1-mana control magics.
Yeah, I do.
Mind Harness is your thing.
I do. I'm sure Joey does, considering he is affinity for blue. All right, so speaking of Joey, next weekend.
Next weekend, he is in New Orleans.
Nolans, you want to say it. With one Adrian Sullivan, doing this all up again for Standard and Legacy.
One Ruben Bressler.
Yeah, Ruben, who happens to know Dr. Uppal. Because as soon as he found out that Arvin had made the top 8, he was tweeting Dr. Uppal, Dr. Uppal, Dr. Uppal. So it is good to know that you have people that that you know in the thing. All right, well, okay, we're going to go here shortly. I don't know. Do we know if either one of them went to 6?
I believe they're still shuffling.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Matchups? Do we have
any updates from the floor?
I don't believe so. This game 1 was very quick for both of these players. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first one done. First game 1. So as you can see, we have a time counter in the top 8. It ticks up instead of down. So we've been playing for 12 minutes.
Yes.
So obviously a quick game 1. Turn 1 Delver, flip it. Turn 2 Delver, flip it. No big deal.
That's the way the Rug Delver deck works, especially when he drew cards off of that. He drew the Spell Pierce, and I believe the other one he flipped was a Brainstorm, I believe. He went that way. Yeah, it's a very effective card. I'm wondering also if we will see him take out Dismember from...
I wouldn't be surprised. The card that he definitely will be siding out is Spell Pierce.
Yes.
Spell Pierce is quite poor. And on the draw, I could see him taking out Daze. Counter spells aren't great. However, Jeff is not going to have the luxury to take out all of his counter spells.
No.
Especially against Cavern of Souls.
Yeah. No. Okay. So. All right. They're shuffling up. Both with some polite banter between each other. Again, this is one of the things that we preach about a lot when it comes to the Open Series, is that you don't see that tension that you sometimes get when it comes to certain higher level matches. Even in the finals like this, or the quarterfinals like this, you could see a little tension maybe between the players, but not here. Both these guys laughing, having fun. They're showing cards.
Showing, yeah.
We'll have to remind Dr. Uppal that we did see that card.
It was a Mind Harness.
There you go. Brought in from the sideboard as predicted by yourself here. What a great way that card is to just take his goblins and just, okay, thank you, mine.
I just wish that Jeff would have his own goblins.
To boost him.
So that when he stole a lackey, he could lackey something in of his own. But unfortunately for Jeff, no goblins in his deck.
No, and Rug Delver doesn't have really
it's not Rug Goblins.
No, it's not Rug Goblins. Although,
that'd be weird.
Don't laugh. Somebody will probably try to come up with Rug Goblins.
Yeah, so if you want to send me a Rug Goblins list, I'm all ears. For a Goblin Electromancer.
All right.
For Ripplane Crusher. For Bogart Ram Gang.
Oh, there we go, the Ram Gang. Absolutely. Okay, so it looks like they're going to offer here.
Finally ready to go in game 2.
Okay, Doctor shuffles it up there. They're going to each draw their cards here. I don't see any land yet. There's 2. Okay.
So
3.
So we got a ringleader.
Siege Gang Commander.
I was showing other people his hand.
I think, and that could be potentially 5. No, there's the matron.
So I see a mountain, a wasteland. It's a slightly different angle.
Yeah.
He's catching the glare just right.
All right, Jeff looks like he has a wasteland in his hand.
So Arvin's gonna mull again.
Okay.
There's a wasteland, a tropical island at minimum. So when I played Rug Delver, I read an article by Drew Levin. This was probably 6 months ago or so, where Drew said to keep approximately 80 to 90% of your hands. The deck plays out of bad situations very well, and it can operate on literally 1 or 2 lands. And so, given that he has a land in his hand, he can probably keep. Also, strangely enough, his deck is mono red, but Wasteland is still very good against it. He has the all-important Cavern of Souls, in addition to Wastelands and Rished Imports. So Wasteland on Wasteland action is not, fantastic, but definitely Cavern and Rished Import are excellent targets for Jeff's Wasteland. We got I like it. So are we looking at 6 cards? Maybe not. Maybe Jeff's still deciding what he wants to do. And looks like Jeff is going to keep with Tropical Island, Wasteland, and 5 mystery cards. Mystery to us, not to him. Alright, so Dr. Arvin Uppal mulling over his hand. Based on his face, doesn't seem like he's too happy with it. Let's have a lackey. May not have a land. Alright, so he does keep Rished Import go. I believe he has some a red mana. I kept a hand without red mana. Alright, so this just in. Apologize to Dr. I don't know if it is a doctor of Tolinargy.
Okay, he's basically an ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Yeah, thanks for
that's the best way to do it.
Otolaryngology.
No.
Enterology.
No.
That's
okay. Goblin Lackey met by an
Spider-Man Ponder.
Yes. Okay.
An altered Ponder. So, yeah.
This is Wasteland and 2 Steam Vents.
Is that a Scalding Tarn?
Or Scalding Tarn, sorry. 2 Scalding Tarns, yes.
So turn 1, Rished Import gets Wastelanded. And the good doctor probably top decks a Cavern of Souls to enable his Goblin Lackey. So this Goblin Lackey is going to hit. So that's fantastic news for Doctor. Keeps Wasteland and 2 Scalding Tarns. I believe he does need a red mana source. So
yeah, he does have. I believe that's a Forked Bolt in his hand.
Yes, he has 2 copies of the card, and I believe it is. Maybe there's a second red card. Not positive on to what the red card is. So Arvin gonna hit with the Lackey. He's gonna have quite a wide selection of cards to put in. He has a Matron, Looks like he has a pyrokinesis in his hand.
Okay, he's gonna go with the matron.
Go, yeah.
Pile driver or
no,
siege
he's
game commander?
Going big. He wants siege game commander.
All right.
It's probably going to backfire on him
because forked bolt is going to
take care of the lackey, even if there's a second lackey by chance. I don't believe there is. There's a war chief in Dr. Uppal's hand.
Very interesting. I mean, the doctor comes out and thinks, okay, I've wasted the land of his land. You know, I'm going to get back under control here. That's not a problem. I'll be able to swing with my lackey, get the siege game commander out there. But the one forked bolt will resolve that issue fairly quickly. All right, as we know.
So, yeah, this is definitely going to sweep up the 2 goblins.
Probably for a volcanic island here.
Yep.
There it is. And thank you to our cracked staff here that give us what Dr. Uppal does. Yeah, I don't think I'll try that one again.
Yeah, I just wanted to try it just to see how bad I would screw it up. It seems impossible to pronounce.
Oh, you know, no.
Yeah, don't even.
No, he's an ear, nose, and throat specialist. That's what he is. Okay, there it is. Fork bolt. Say goodbye to both your goblins.
Yeah. We just got a pronunciation guide. Not happening.
Oh man!
So in the meantime,
Aether Vial
off the top from Dr. Arvin.
Oh, this is going to be crushing.
Is met with Days and Wasteland from Jeff. Temporarily puts Dr. Arvin Uppal on 0 permanents.
And he's got a lot of big goblins in his hand.
He does.
Okay, here's Tarmogoyf. That'll be worth.
Tarmogoyf. We get our Tarmogoyf die.
Yes.
It should be a 4.
Yeah.
5. That's quite unfortunate for the pyrokinesis in Dr. Arvin's hand.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a matter of a couple of turns here, and I mean, Dr. Uppal needs. Yeah, he's got the pyrokinesis. But, another Tarmogoyf. Okay, he's got a second land. That's.
I'm sure that does. I believe there's a Mark War Marshal.
Okay.
And that plus a block will take care. Well, actually it won't because it'll get dazed.
Yes.
But a 1/1 would actually block Dr. Uppal's Tarmogoyf. So an attack from both Tarmogoyfs is going to.
We're just going to wasteland it. We're not even going to play around anymore.
This is playing against Rug Delver when they waste 3 of your lands is not fun.
Yeah. Well.
Dr. Uppal drops to 8 life.
Okay, it's gonna go.
Apparently we're getting bigger. All right, 5/6.
Okay.
It'd be we have land, instant, sorcery, creature, artifact.
Yes.
So they are 5/6.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Congratulations.
Jeff Rasmussen advances to the top 4.
Yeah, 2-0 against Dr. Uppal.
Yeah. And a lot of times